Hello and welcome to my creative space. Welcome to another DIY video. In today's video, I have some Halloween DIYs. Can't wait to share with you, so let's jump right in. For this project, I grabbed this stuff from Dollar Tree, this black styrofoam pumpkin, some greenery, some Halloween and decorations. Also, I have this candle holder, and I'm also going to be using some black ribbon. The first thing I'm going to do is take my little pumpkin, and we are going to be placing this candle holder right on top. Now this is the original candle holder that came with it, but it was too big for me and I switched it for this other one. I also didn't want to have to paint the other one. I really wanted it to be clear, so I switched it for this other small one. Now we're gonna set the black base right on top of our pumpkin, but before I'm removing the stem, it's really easy to do. It comes in with a little toothpick and then you just pull it out. Then I'm setting my metal candle holder, and I'm gonna push it in, and then we're gonna set our candle holder container, glass container. Anyways, now I'm gonna take my greenery and I'm going to cut it into individual stamps. I really wish I had like purple, green, and make it a little bit more Halloween, but I'm trying to use what I have, so this is what I got going on. I still think it's Halloween colors, but I really wish I had purple. But anyway, once I cut them in individual pieces, I start placing them around the candle holder. This is the part where you can have fun and add whatever you want to it. This is just an idea and this is just what I had, but you could do any decorations that you have at home. Once I did all of that, I did added those other green leaves to it because I needed it to be a little bit more full. And then I proceeded to do a little black bow with the black sparkly ribbon I had, and I really like it, but I still think it was missing something. So I grabbed this tool, and it's really cool. It's sparkly and has spider webs on it, and I'm gonna do another bow. If you need a tutorial on how I do the bows, then let me know. I kind of go really fast here, and I also didn't realize my camera wasn't facing my hand, so I am sorry for that. I will show you how to do this bow in the next project I have in this video. You can see it better, but so I do another bow, and then I just cinch it in the middle and then tie it with a zip tie, and then I really like how that looks, so I'm gonna glue the two bows together, and then that is going to go in our pumpkin. Now I did added another green leaf over here. Then I'm gonna take another piece of the initial black bow that I had, and this is a wire ribbon, so I'm gonna trim a portion of that and the edges of this ribbon, and we're going to wrap it around our finger, and then we create these really cool curly ribbons. And now to glue them into place, I'm gonna cut these pieces of the branches that the greenery came with, and I glue those to the end of the ribbons, and I use those to be able to put them in our pumpkin. And then after that, all is left is to add the Halloween touch, which for me, I'm using some pumpkins, some bats, and that is all for this project. It was super easy to do. I think it turns out really cute. Let me know in the comments down below what you think, and now I'm gonna show you the end result. Creative Squad, I hope you're enjoying this video so far. I got one more DIY for you, but for those of you that don't know me, hi, my name is Wendy, and I love sharing my creative space with you. If you're not already, I would love for you to subscribe and join this Creative Squad. Don't forget to give the video a thumbs up if you like these ideas, share it with your friends, and also subscribe because that really helps my channel a lot. Thank you so much for watching. Let's jump into the next DIY. For this DIY, I'm going to be using this boo sign from Dollar Tree. I'm also using this candle holder, and I'm going to be using these adorable ghosts, some black and orange paint, and of course some ribbon. The first thing I'm going to do is take the boo sign and I'm removing the hanger off of it. You can trim it, but I really did not like those staples there, so I removed them. It was a little challenging, but we did it. Now, I'm sorry I don't have this video since the beginning. I initially had painted this black, and then I realized that the base, the candle holder, is actually black, so that was not gonna work. It was gonna be too much black. So I went back with my acrylic orange paint, and I did 2 coats of that. This is the Hippie Crafters brand, but any orange color would work. So I give it 2 coats of paint, and don't forget the edges because we are going to be able to see that. And don't forget the back. I didn't end up doing the back on this one, but I am going to go back and do it. I was trying to finish this project. It's been a rough few days, but anyways, don't forget the back because it's gonna make so much difference. Now the next step is I'm gonna try to speed things up, so I grab my Hippie Crafter dryer to help this dry faster. Now this step is optional. You can decorate them however you want them. However, I decided to go over the edges and do little lines, and that's what I do all over the lines. all over the letters, I'm sorry. And I really like it. Then when I got to the exclamation point, I decided to paint that black. I don't know if it was a good idea. You'll see why in a second, but we went with it and we roll with our decisions. Now here's what it's looking like so far. I also take 2 of the wooden little ghosts and I paint them white. Now my camera wasn't facing the right way, so I didn't show you the beginning, but you get the idea. I just painted them white. Feel free to paint them any color you want. I decided white because supposedly ghosts are white, so there we are. Then I use my Hippie Crafter again to dry them a little bit faster, and then that way we can get moving because we got things and places to be. Now the next step is to put all these pieces together. So what I'm gonna do is take my little sign and I'm going to hot glue it right on top of this candle holder. And I did end up using a lot of glue. Maybe E6000 would work better. It's still standing, but I did spend quite some time holding this and adding more and more glue in order for this to stay. But I think E6000 might be a better choice. And before we go in with our ghost, I decided to add another bow, and I did the exact same bow I did on my past project, and which is just the same tool, and then I just looped it around a few times. Once it was good enough for me not to see through, I trim it, and then we are going to cinch it in the middle, and I'm going to use a zip tie to zip it together. That way we don't lose our shape. And then after that, I did end up adding a second bow. You can stop here and just glue the little ghost, which I should have done that, but I don't know why I decided to do another bow. So I go in here with another velvet black ribbon that is also from Dollar Tree, and I do another little bow. Again, if you need a slowed down version of how I do my bows, let me know, and I don't mind doing that. I don't know, I keep forgetting to check my camera, and sometimes I move it and it's not sitting correctly, and I don't record important parts like this. So I'm sorry. I'm gonna try to get better. But anyway, once I glue my 2 bows together, then I go in with my little ghost, one of them, and I glue it in the middle, and then I'm gonna glue that right in front of our sign. The reason for this is because I added so much glue to be able to make this sign stand that I needed something to cover it with, so I added that. This is the point that I was trying to tell you, that I don't know if it was a good idea to add paint the exclamation point in black, because the bow is also black. So I don't know, you let me know what you think. But anyways, once I glue the bow down, then I go in with the second, a little ghost. And that is so for this project. This is another easy project. I think it turns out super cute. Let me know your thoughts in the comments down below. Let's take a look at the end result. Creative Squad, if you made it all the way to the end, thank you so much for watching. If you're looking for more ideas, feel free to click on one of these videos and I will see you on my next DIY. Bye!